Hi friends, welcome back to Why Wellness 24/7. My name is Holly and I am here with the Yogi and Me yoga series. I've got my friends here. They're going to go ahead and introduce themselves and they're going to help us with today's practice. And I know you can't tell by looking at them, but these guys are so tired. They're ready to wind down for bed. And so we're in luck, guys, because today's series is called the Wind Down Yoga Series. Imagine that. This is something that you can do if you, like these kids who are bursting with energy, need to wind down from your busy day. Before we get started, check the area around you. Make sure that there are no pets or objects in the way. Make sure that you're able to lay down. And we're going to go ahead and start at the very back of our mat. So you can join us in an easy cross seat at the back of your space. And we're going to go ahead and take a big inhale. We're going to reach up. We're going to do it nice and slow. And then with exhale, we're going to let our fingertips float down. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, reach up nice and big. And then exhale, let your fingers come down. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to grab our hands overhead. We're going to flip our palms and press them up towards the sky. And then go ahead and lean over to one side. Get a nice big side stretch. Good, and then go ahead and lean over to the other side. Good, come back through center, and we're gonna reach our hands forward. Let them fall where they fall, and then see if you can start to tuck your head, your chin down towards your chest. Good. Start to walk your fingertips back towards your feet, and we're going to unfold one leg. So go ahead and extend your right leg towards the top of your mat. We're going to keep our left foot tucked in, almost like tree pose, but from a seated position. And we're going to take a seated single leg forward fold. Inhale and reach up. And then with our exhale, reach for your toes, reach for your toes, reach for your toes, and let your hands land wherever they land. And then once you're there, fold your head again, flex your toes back towards your face. You should be getting a nice stretch all along the back side of your leg, working out any tension from the day. Sometimes I like to take my toes back and forth or side to side just to see how it changes that stretch. Are you guys feeling sleepy yet? No? You look sleepy. You're sleepy? Okay, well, we're on the right track. All right, let's switch sides. Slowly walk back. We're going to extend our left leg and then tuck your right leg in. Good. We're going to sit up nice and tall because even if we're tired, we still want to practice really good posture. So everybody sit up nice and tall. Good. Take your thumbs into your armpits and then pull your elbows back. Good. All right, we're going to keep that. We're sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, fold over your leg. Let your hands land where you land. Try to avoid pulling on your foot or your leg. Just allow your body to naturally fold over your leg. Enjoy that stretch. Keep your knees nice and soft. Make sure that you are still breathing nice and even. Inhales and exhales. Good. Walk your fingertips back. And now we're going to extend both legs long. And when I extend both legs long, I like to kind of walk my sit bones back a little bit so I can still sit up nice and tall. And then I like to give my legs a good shake out against the mat. It just kind of feels like a nice little massage. All right, we're going to take a seated forward fold. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach up, get really, really long. And then exhale, let's reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. And then when you can't reach anymore, fold. Keep your knees soft so there's a slight bend in them. Keep your head tucked. Take a nice big inhale and a nice long slow exhale. And then maybe you point one toe, flex one foot, and then switch just to see how that changes the stretch a little bit. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands back, sit up nice and tall. We're going to make our way onto our back. So scoot your bottom forwards. We're going to keep our knees bent. Both feet are going to be planted just like this, and slowly make your way onto your back. Once you are here, we're going to go in for reclined pigeon. This is one of my favorites. Take your right foot, cross it over your left thigh, and then let your right knee open to the side, like you're making a big 4 with your legs. Good. And then maybe you take your right hand and you press it against your thigh and open up a little bit more. Or maybe you pick up your foot, reach for your hamstring, and pull everything towards your chest. So I'm just reaching my hands through that 4 to grab hold of my hamstring. And this always feels like a good stretch to me. And then because it is reclined pigeon and pigeons are very rarely ever still, maybe you rock side to side just a little bit, gently and slowly, because again, we're winding down. So every movement is done slowly, gently, and with intention. Very, very nice. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and switch sides. So put your left foot back down on the floor, uncross your right foot, cross your left foot over your right, and then same thing. Maybe you just take this left hand and press it against your left thigh, or maybe you reach through that figure 4 to grab hold of your hamstring. You pull everything towards your chest. And you should feel a really nice stretch along your back, along your bottom, your glute muscles. Again, I like to rock side to side. And even though this is wind down yoga, there's still room to play a little bit, just to notice what certain movements feel like in our body. There's still room to explore a little bit. Good. Go ahead and release your feet. We're going to plant them back on the floor. We're going to take reclined bound angle. So let the soles of your feet come together to touch, and then let your knees open wide like a book or like a butterfly. And then take your hands out nice and wide, palms face up towards the ceiling. And you can start to close your eyes, or if that's not comfortable, just drop your gaze, keep it soft. Feel your belly expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, gently draw your belly button towards your spine. You are welcome to stay in reclined bound angle for as long as you need to. If you'd like to pause the video at this point to spend a little bit longer in this pose, please do so. Otherwise, draw your knees in towards one another. Let your feet plant on the floor. And then extend your left leg long. Let it rest on the ground. Pull your left knee in towards your chest. Give it a nice hug and squeeze. And then we're going to take our right knee across our body for a supine twist. Yep, good, Alex, yeah. And look towards your right hand here. Keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Again, nothing here should feel forced. We want to listen to our bodies when they're telling us to stop, to honor those natural boundaries. Good. Unroll and we'll switch our sides. So extend your right leg long. Draw your left knee in towards your chest, give it a hug and a squeeze, and then take your left leg across your body, supine twist. This time, left arm is going to come out to the side. And again, both shoulder blades are still on the mat. Good. Before we take our final resting pose of Savasana, we'll take waterfall. Lift both feet up towards the ceiling. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Let your arms be out wide. And close your eyes. Let your entire upper body from your hips all the way up to your head be really heavy. Imagine it melting into the ground. And let your legs be weightless, supported by your body, supported by the solid foundation of the floor beneath you. Spend a few quiet moments here with just your breath. When you're ready, slowly lower your feet down to the ground. Extend both feet out long for your Savasana rest. Imagine everything simply melting. Release any tension that you might be holding on to in your hands, in your arms, your shoulders. Let yourself be in deep rest. You are welcome to take as long as you need in this Savasana rest. If you'd like to pause at this point and spend a little while longer, please do so. For my friends who are ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes very, very gently. Just some gentle movements. And then when you're ready, roll off to your favorite side. And from there, we'll slowly press ourselves up, taking our time, coming into an easy cross seat. Although if you're pretty sleepy like these guys, maybe you just let them stay on the mat. Once you're in your easy cross seat, keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Thanks for joining me, friends, for Wind Down Yoga. You are now ready to get a great night's sleep, or maybe you just feel ready to enter into the second part of your day. Either way, thank you for joining us here on Why Wellness 24/7. We'll see you next time. Namaste.